All right, everybody, good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are at. Mr. Basil, good to see you, man. Yes, I love it. One of our older clients as far as time with listings to leads. Dude, you've been with us for what, maybe 12 years? Good to see. Did you ever get that home value embed? It looked good. The last time I saw it, Chris took the home value embed code and put it on his website and sent me an example to take a quick look at. Looked really good. I think I sent you a couple of thoughts or suggestions on it. Maybe I can't remember exactly, but anyways, feel free to ping me again, Christopher, if you like. And excuse me, I can take a look at it again. Would be my pleasure. And I put a few links into the, oh my gosh, I don't know what is wrong with my computer. When I am not doing a webinar, it never blows up. But as soon as I start doing a webinar, it likes to blow up on me. So anyways, I put a few tips in or a few links, I should say. One is for listings to leads. And if you want to log in and do some of this with me, you can. Secondly, is I put a link to this text, email, and social post campaign. And essentially it is taking the 100-point home marketing plan, taking a single property website and using this with seller leads that are in our database. We've done this before with expireds, and it gets expired homeowners reaching back out to the agent. It's gotten come list me calls. It's gotten listing appointments set. It's got engagement going, and it can even generate seller leads. And so you're going to see here, there is a full training on this right here. There is right to the point in the video where I'm talking about the actual 4 text email sequence, and then how to create a listing presentation in about 2 minutes. Let me put post. And if you scroll down, you'll just see 4 text sequence. And the theme is the summer selling season is coming up. And so there's text 1, 2, 3, and 4. All you have to do is take these, copy them, put them into your CRM, put them into whatever program you use to text people, change out the URL, and you're going to be good to go. And I walk through this in the webinar. Some of you are going to be able to get this without even watching the video, I think. And then I've got related emails. So here you can see here an email promoting my marketing plan ahead of the summer selling season. Email 2, email 3, email 4. And then lastly, we got social media post. So you can post this to your social media. And again, it's post 1, post 2, post 3, and post 4. So definitely take a look at that. Get into the mastermind group if you got questions on this. If, again, people get listings, they get buyers from the people that are going to sell that need to buy a home. But again, you're going to engage seller leads in your database. Very well get either a come list me call or a seller reaching back out to you wanting to talk more, because when they can see your 100+ point home marketing plan, right now, the links are to the Flipbook version, but then we've got the print versions. We got them for listing presentations. We got them for expireds. We got them for canceled. We got them for FSBOs. One of the best ways to get listings in the industry. Somebody says a lot of buffering. Let me do this. Let me turn off my Wi-Fi. And Chris, give it a second, maybe refresh if that might work for you. I don't want you to lose and have to come all the way back in, but everybody else, are we good to go? Are we getting a lot of buffering? Or for most of you, is it good to go? So let me know. Go ahead and type in, yes, we're good, or no, we're not. Let me give it a few seconds. Come on, everybody, let's go. I know some of you may be shy, but if you're a shy realtor, that's not a good thing. So again, let me know if we are good to go or not. Okie doke. Mary says we are good. Awesome. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. Christopher, I hope we're good. So let me know either way. And then the third link was to our school classroom. And here in particular, we've got our expired marketing plan on how to find, engage, list expireds. One of our clients, he got 16 listings in 2 weeks using Listings to Leads and his CRM, and 5 of those 16 were expireds. And he just got another $1.7 million expired listing signed yesterday. He's had a couple of expireds listed last week. So he's still absolutely crushing it. And if you get in here and you will, under success stories and webinars, live and recorded calls every Monday and Wednesday. So we got another class coming up tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time. You can click here to register and join that and learn more about expireds. Okay, doke. So today we're talking about Facebook ads. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to our mastermind group. In fact, I'm going to put this link into the chat. I apologize for all the links, but I want to make sure you are in the Facebook mastermind group. And what I'm going to do is there's a search feature right here, middle right search feature, the little magnifying glass. Type in Facebook ads. And I'm going to review a few of these posts with you because you have access to this and you can take advantage of all of these posts that I do, other people do. And they're very relevant for what we're talking about today. So yesterday I posted that the average cost per lead for a Facebook ad for buyers for active listings, just listed, coming soon, open house, the average cost per lead was $3.21. Here's an example of the ad. And this is all the information that you get back from the lead. So it's not just name, email, and phone number. No, understanding this is going to help you make sure that your follow-up is even better. And you should be able to 2 to 3x your follow-up from a standard lead because you've got more information. And so you're going to see name. So it says full name, email, phone number. So of course I redacted that because it's personal information. And then there's 3 questions right below. Do you have a home to sell? The lead put yes. What would be most helpful right now? There's 5 different options they can select from. And they put estimated monthly payments for this home. That's cool. And then what is your time frame to buy? 3 to 6 months. The reason these questions are great, we got 20. You can customize these. We got 20 different questions for buyers. I think 18 for sellers, if I remember correctly. So you've got, and I'm going to be showing you this today, how to select the questions that you might want if you want to change them. But the reason this can help you 2 to 3x your follow-up is if I reference the fact that they said they have a home to sell, that they asked essentially for the estimated monthly payments for this home, and that their time frame to buy is 3 to 6 months, that's going to help me add more value. That's going to help me engage these people more because I'm going to call them up and I might say something like, hey, Chris, this is Scott. Thank you for responding to the ad on Facebook for 123 Main Street. And I saw that you'd like to get estimated monthly payments for this home. Can I get just a little bit of information for you so that I can provide a better number for you? So how much money do you plan to put down? Have you been pre-approved yet? Maybe you get with a lender or maybe you get the number yourself and then you can get back to them on what that number is. So all of these questions are designed to help you reach out to them based on what they select and all of this, to be able to reach out to them, ask for more information related to what they asked for. So for example, what would be most helpful right now? Another option is new listings and price reductions. So had they put that when I reach out to them, phone, text, email, I'm going to reference, I see that you wanted to get new listings and price reductions. And I want to confirm, are you looking for homes just in this area where this particular property is only, or are there other areas that you're thinking of? Always ask just one question when you're following up with leads. We don't want to give them a homework assignment. We don't want to make it difficult for them to respond. And then when they do respond to our question, then we can follow up with even more information, but at least we got something to work off of. At least we got engagement set. Let me know if all of this makes sense so far. If you understand why these custom questions are so powerful. Here's another post. Are your Facebook or Instagram ads not working the way you hoped? There's usually a reason and it's fixable. And I just go through a few things here. There is a link to a blog post, and I walk you through if your ads aren't working well, what to do. This happens all the time. In fact, my wife is a mortgage broker. She is marketing a listing for one of her partner agents. The leads were coming in at $7 each, right? It's a just listed listing. I just told you a minute ago, the average cost per lead is $3.21. Now, we're in California, so that might be a little bit higher for us, but $7.21 is garbage. So in following this right here, I just turned the ad off, double checked everything looked good, and I just reran it. I didn't get mad. I didn't get all emotional about it. I just paid attention. I saw that the leads, 2 leads for $14 and some odd cents. And I'm like, I ain't playing that. So I just turned it off and I went back and I just reran it. And I'll be showing you that today as well. Sounds like your gas prices, dude. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. And I think it's going to get worse because they turned off all the refineries, and Arizona gets all their gas. So they're suffering as well. And we're literally importing gas from Asia, I believe, because it's too hard to get it from the East Coast through the Panama Canal, which is ridiculous. Apparently, there's no pipelines from Texas to California. Who would have thought? So take a look at this post, and I give you some examples of the questions and the answers and all of that right there. And yeah, Mohammed, ooh, and you're in Motor City. Ouch. Yeah, that I don't want to get into politics, but that Iran war's got to end quick. I don't care what side of the fence you're on with that. But that's gotta end. Another post about Facebook ads maybe not working. And this will be the last one I show you. But again, in our mastermind group, just use the search Facebook ads, and you're going to get a lot of great information. And the last one I'm going to show you here, a client in Palatka. I'm assuming that might be Florida. Kind of looks like Florida, but then I don't know. Look at this. He's got 5 questions he's asking. 5 is a lot, but he's generating leads at $3 and some odd cents each. So he's right in average. What are you buying a home when your home sells? An odd question, but whatever. What is your time frame to buy? Have you been pre-approved? What is your desired price range? Would you like my free ultimate guide to buying a home? And then some of the lead responses, 3 to 6 months, yes to the guide, no to being pre-approved, price range 6 to 7, and yes to buying a home when your home sells. And I guess that last question is a little bit of a backwards way of asking, do you have a home to sell? Because if they say no, then that's no. But if they say yes, now I know they have a home to sell. Time frame to buy 1 to 3 months, no to the guide, yes to being pre-approved, desired price range, no to buying a home when your home sells. And then the last one here, time frame to buy 12 plus, no to the guide, yes to being pre-approved, desired price range, and then yes to buying a home when your home sells. So I guess there's the last one right there, 1 to 3 months, 5 to 6, no to being pre-approved, yes to buying a home when your home sells, and no to the ultimate guide. So having all of this great information is so powerful. And this agent for this one right here, he customized these questions. Those were the 5 that he selected, right? Those were the 5 questions he selected. So with that, we're going to get over to listings2leads.com. We're going to log in. We're going to land on the dashboard. And one last thing before I get into the Facebook ads, there is a new email blast based and text messages based on the existing home sales report from NAR from 2 days ago. This went live yesterday. For the people that are on the current legacy system, so if you've been a client for more than about a month and a half, they're going to be, all you got to do is scroll down. You're going to see a section here called Database Email Blast, and mouse over them, and you're going to see this says 4 realtors to send to sellers, 4 realtors to send to buyers, text version for sellers, text version for buyers. They are already, you don't have to do anything except send them through listings to leads or copy and paste them into your CRM and send them out that way. So for the one for sellers, we're talking about the fact that home sales were up in April but there's more inventory. So buyers have more opportunity to look at different properties. And so we talk about the fact that homes have got to be positioned well, or if they're under marketed, it's not a good thing for you if you're trying to sell your home. And then we're going to link to the 100-point home marketing plan. You can edit the email, but you don't need to. You can click the preview. So when you open it up initially, it'll be in the editor. I can click preview. You can literally just copy and paste it into your CRM. And I'll show you down here, get my 100-point home marketing plan. That's going to link automatically to your 100-point home marketing plan from listings to leads. So Christopher, Mahmoud, others, I'm not sure what CRM you use. Go high level, bold, lofty, follow up boss. All you got to do is copy and paste and send. It should literally take you about 5 seconds to do that. Back here, the one, again, I mouse over, it says for realtors to send to buyers. And I'm just going to show you this real quickly, and then we're going to get at it because we got a lot to go through today. Again, I'm in the editor. You can send it through listings to leads, just select the contact list, right? Buyers, for example. And then if I want to, I can click preview. This link right here is going to your price reduced landing page. The offer for the buyers is the fact that existing home sales are up, that there's more homes on the market. There's not a big rush, but we want to make sure that we are prepared. And we are offering them to get a list of curated new or price reduced homes for sale in the area. Again, that link is going to your landing page. You've got your listings to leads, lead gen signature at the bottom. So get these out, get into the mastermind group, ask questions. If you get stuck, ask questions if you don't know something that you need help with. Let's go to, so we're going to do a few ads today, and I will do, if somebody wants me to do a custom list of homes for sale at your website. So if you got a website with IDX and you want to see how to do a custom ad, like maybe get a free list of homes for sale with a pool, that might be really good right now because summer is coming up, right? When summer comes up in a lot of areas, people like to have a pool. Or you might say custom list of homes for sale with an outdoor kitchen or whatever, right? Think about the summer. Think about the fact that people like to be outside. And so what kind of homes could you advertise via your IDX? And so if you got a website, go ahead and put it into the chat and I'll look at one of them. And then for everybody else, you'll see how to do it. Okie doke. Now I'm going to show you something here. If you are a team or an office, I know we got people on here that are, or if you got a lot of listings, you can automate the ads, and I highly recommend it. Check this out. Settings, ads, activate Facebook and Instagram automated ads. Open it up. Limit the monthly budget for automated ads too, so I can limit my monthly budget. Run automated ads for the following statuses. I can select which statuses I want to do this for. And I can say maximum number of automated ads created. We got offices doing this. Oh my God. They are generating hundreds and hundreds of leads a month. They're generating hundreds of leads a week, like literally hundreds of leads a week. Every listing comes through. They just let the system run. And the really cool thing is, and I'll be talking about this a little bit later for individual agents, for good ads, you can extend the ad. So if you have an ad that's running really well, you can extend the ad, let it keep running on that same algorithm. If you have an ad performing badly, just turn it off. Like I mentioned earlier, right? My wife has an ad running. It was $7 per lead. I'm not playing that. I just turned it off and I just reran it. And if you're an office or a team with a lot of listings, you just turn off bad performing ads after a couple of days and you let the good ads keep running and you extend them. And it's awesome. It is so easy. It takes a lot off your plate. So that's a really powerful thing to do. But for most of us, we like to do it manually, but i.e. the way I'm going to show you right now. So when you've got a listing, so coming soon, just listed, active, open house, click market listing, Facebook and Instagram ads, and the work area is going to come up, and there we go. And so we can see here, it's going to autofill the location of the listing, Folsom, California. 9 times out of 10, just leave that alone. Don't add to that, because or if you do, you've really got to increase your budget, because if your audience gets too big, a small budget will just get lost in the shuffle. So for 9 out of 10 of you, just leave location alone and just try it, right? Trust me. Radius, leave it at 15. Again, right? If you extend it to 50 or something, which some people do, it can really blow out your ads, because again, the audience gets too big. Now, sometimes in mine, I'll do, and I'm very conscious about it. I'll look it up, and let's say for a listing in my area, let's say Roseville, California is where I pin it. So even if the listing is in Folsom or Sacramento or somewhere, when you look at our geography, I actually change this to one city to the left. And then I go Roseville, California. So one city to the left, one city to the west. And I'll do radius 20, because I want that circle that Facebook is going to show this ad to cover Auburn, Sacramento, and El Dorado County. But I'm conscious about it, right? Because if I leave it 15 for Folsom, for example, it's going to just barely miss some really good areas that I want to make sure I target. But 9 times out of 10, just leave it at 15. It's a lifetime budget. You really want to be at $10 a day for the most part. $10 a day. It's going to start and end for 1 week. I can edit the text. I can edit the image. So I can click in here and edit the text. I can click change template. And from the pop-up just right below it, you'll see there's 20 different templates. You can use custom images. You can use video. I can edit the images in the template. So you got full control, right? You got full control over this, and just hit create ad. So confirm location, increase your budget, and click create ad. Okay. If you're more experienced, if you're a little bit more advanced and you want to start editing things, great, because at least now you got a baseline. But for most of you, when you are just starting out, or maybe you're not as consistent as you need to be, stay with all of our presets. Stay with all of our presets. So now we can see that ad is submitted. That should be live 15 to 30 minutes typically. In a few minutes, the view icon will be, I don't know why that does that. This link will be active. I can always come in and edit it if I need to. I'm going to mention something on that in a second. And there's a few other items that I can do here. Let me go back and come back in. I apologize. We were looking at this listing here. Let me just go back to where we were. And I got to figure out, it's only happens when I'm on these webinars. I don't understand why, if I'm just normally working on my computer, that never happens. So I don't really get it. So again, location, radius, increase the budget, double check all that looks good. If I need to edit anything, I can click change template, change image or video, create ad. It's literally that easy. Every lead, I'm going to get name, email, phone number. What's your time frame to buy? Do you have a home to sell? What would be most helpful right now? In 5 seconds. It literally took me 5 seconds to do this. Now, if your leads are not going to your CRM, if you have a CRM, if you got Lofty, you got Bold Trail, you got not KV Core anymore, Follow Up Boss, whatever, make sure you click the profile link in the left-hand side, right here, profile, click that, and then click the CRM integration, and we can integrate with almost every CRM. So if you go high level, right, whatever your CRM is, we can integrate with it. So we want to make sure that we get your leads where your best follow-up is. Now we've got email follow-up and we got AI text follow-up that you can take advantage of. The AI text follow-up is pretty good. AI text follow-up, you can click subscribe. Just start with up to 50 leads to begin with. Go next. You'll put in, I believe you put in a credit card for it. And then on the next page, you're going to select the name of your AI assistant. And then you're going to select buyer leads, seller leads, or both. It's that easy. You can be up and running with AI text before the ad is even live. And that way, every lead that comes in, you will know, which is phenomenal, that they are going to get engaged via the AI text. Now, you want to make sure that you are still following up with your leads. Follow-up is critical. Critical is being consistent with the ads, making sure you're not getting ripped off at a high cost per lead. So like I did again, I saw those leads were coming in after the ad went live yesterday. This morning I checked, $7.21 a lead. No good. Turned it off, running it again. I didn't change anything. It's just sometimes just the algorithm. Just the algorithm gets nasty. So what are you going to do? Just turn it off. Don't get upset. Don't get emotional. Don't get mad. Just turn it off, rerun it. Because the first key is making sure I've got a good cost per lead. Number two, I've got good questions with the ads. And I'm going to show you how to customize those questions in a second. And then third is the follow-up. So cost per lead, because I don't want to waste money. And I want to get as many leads at a good cost as I can. Paying attention to the questions and answers the lead gives me. That's the bridge between the lead and the follow-up. And then it's making sure I've got my follow-up in place. I want to make sure I got email follow-up, text follow-up, like in this case, AI text follow-up, and that I'm calling. Those emails I shared with you a little bit earlier today, those are all phenomenal. The existing home sales email for buyers, that's part of the follow-up. So make sure you're leveraging, even if you're using follow-up or bold or go high level, always make sure when we drop these emails or text messages that you use them because they engage and they actually generate buyers and they generate listings out of your database. So AI text follow-up right there. And let's create this ad one more time. And keep in mind, whether it's a PDF guide, a landing page, whatever, it all works the same way. It all works the same way. So what you're seeing right here will work for all the ads inside of listings to leads. So again, location, radius, budget, right? I'm going to make sure it's $10 a day. And now I'm going to show you under those questions. So under advanced options, click, and you're going to see a new button came up, create new form. Open that up, form questions. And just click on it. And now you're going to see all of the available questions that you've got access to. So I can see, what is your time frame to buy selected? Desired price range. Would you like my ultimate guide is now turned off by default. Would you like a list of price reduced homes for sale? That could be a good one. Have you been pre-approved is there? See if you qualify for zero down or down payment assistance. If you've got a lender and you want to maybe have them pay for some of the ad budget, maybe you go 50-50, you put that question in there. And then for everybody that says yes, you refer them to him or her, right? That's what my wife does. But in this case, we'll leave it off. What's changing in your housing needs? Would you like to be notified when similar listings hit the market? So there's a lot of great questions here. And the buyer questions are different from the seller questions. Your credit score, how much down payment do you have, right? What's your biggest goal for your next move? That could be a good one. I can even rearrange them. And before I hit create form, I like to go back and just look. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like to be at 3 to 4 questions. If you want to try 5, but if your cost per lead is no good, you might want to come in here and take out 1. Now, I've seen people with 5 do really well. Different markets are different. Create new form. And then I'm just going to close advanced options and click create ad. So give it a second here. So that new form is now created and boom. So easy. And if I've got the AI text follow-up, that will engage with every lead coming through. If it's going to my CRM, it should go over to my CRM. All the tags should be there so it can get connected to a follow-up in your CRM automatically. Now let me show you, because this is as important as a bad ad getting turned off, as important as a good ad being extended. Because if I'm generating leads, we got people generating buyer leads at 78 cents a lead. It's under $1. Not a ton, right? Again, the average is $3.21. So if I'm generating leads at $2, $3 or lower, I want that ad to keep running. So let me show you. I'm going to click on ads because it's a little bit easier to do it there. That's where all of my ads will be shown. And so let me just turn off a couple of these real quick. So let's say I got this ad running and it's doing really well. The day before the ad ends, I'm going to get an email letting me know my ad is going to end tomorrow. So maybe I forgot about it. I click the link in the email. I go to see my ad and I see that it's, like I said, $2.50 a lead. Phenomenal. How can I extend it to keep taking advantage of the audience that Facebook is putting it in front of? Again, keep in mind, every time I do an ad, the audience can be a slightly different or very different. It's just the Facebook algorithm. It's just the way it is. So to extend it, go edit, and that will open up the editor. And I'm just going to add some budget to it. And I'm going to extend the date. It's right here, budget. Open it up. Lifetime budget is 70. I'm going to turn it to make it 140. So 70 was spent, 70 will be spent. So 140 total. And I'm going to change the ending date from whatever it is now for another week. Just extend it out a week and hit update. And now I'm going to take advantage of that Facebook audience that this ad is currently running to. Because if you let this ad run and rerun it again, you could go from $3 to $5. You could go from $3 to $8. You never know. Just like you can go from $7 to $3. So that's why I turned off the ad this morning for my wife, because she was coming in at $7.21. I don't want that. That's a ripoff. I'm not paying $7.21. I mean, I did, but I'm not going to spend the whole budget on that. So I just turned it off and I'm going to watch it for the day and look at it again tomorrow morning. And if the leads are coming in at low to mid 4s and under, I'm happy with it, right? $5, I watch it and see if it might come a little bit lower. But if it's coming in at $6, $7, I don't get upset. I don't get mad. I just turn it off and I just rerun it. Easy. Let's look at a sold listing. Sold and pending are my favorite for generating seller leads and listings on Facebook and everything. So if you got a sold listing or a pending listing, that and pending has the lowest cost per seller lead of any kind of seller lead in our system. They're coming out $8, $9 a seller lead on average. Phenomenal. Now we got the iBuyer cash offer. We got home value, which I'll be showing you. But if I go to pending market listing, Facebook ads. Now you want to do everything. You want to do all of this, just like with the sold, just like with every listing, because that is what helps us get our brand out there. That's what helps us generate even more leads because people just keep seeing us over and over again. And that's what helps us generate more listings and more buyers. So don't just do the ads only, do all of it. And in fact, Fabrice, I'm going to show you a little bit later, his strategy and what he does for ads. He runs 3 at a time, right? essentially dollar cost averages them. So he does 3 listings a week and he even borrows them, but he got 16 listings in 2 weeks. He's gotten 3 listings in the last 4 or 5 days. So the guy is absolutely crushing it with our system. He uses listings to leads and his CRM, and that's it. So we got a pending listing. Again, location. For the pending, I would never change it. I always leave it because we want seller leads around that listing. Radius 15, lifetime budget of 50. Here, you really want to be at a minimum of about $15 a day. We do 35 for buyers by default and $50 for sellers by default. It's just the minimum. You can run it like that, but it's almost too low for the algorithm to do a really good job. So again, $10 a day for buyers. So that would be $70 a week. And then for seller leads, $105 for 7 days. That's $15 a day. So I put 105. Again, I can change the text, I can change the image, I can throw a video in there. There's a lot of great stuff I can do. We retarget by default. I can do a custom audience if I wanted to. I like to go to a cold audience. I might run a second ad where I'm retargeting, but that's going to be a little bit of a different play. And then I can actually do for a few dollars a day. It's really cool. But I want to get this to cold. I want to get new people in my database. I'm just going to change the template. I'm going to go photo on top and the thumbnails on the bottom, right? Versus side by side, whatever you want. Save. And then just hit create ad. Boom. It doesn't get easier. This is about the easiest and the best way to do an ad on Facebook. You don't need to go to the ads manager. We got quite a few advanced options. For those of you, you're a little bit more advanced, you're a little bit more experienced, and you want to mess around with some of the advanced options, you can. But if you are not what I would consider at least A minus to B plus grade with Facebook ads, then leave it alone. More people mess up their ads by messing with all the presets. Again, when you look at that post in the mastermind group where I did the blog post, one of the things I talk about is messing with the presets is a really bad idea for most people. We've been doing this for 15 years. We know what works best for most people. So let's take a look at this ad because the questions are going to be different. The questions are going to be different than what they are for. And that's not going to show. Let's try it one more time. So I'm going to click view. Nope. Let's try this one. It should show me a jump. There we go. Okay. Sometimes, I don't know why, Facebook it took me right to Facebook. Normally it'll take me to this page. Now I'll click show ad. And then we can take a quick look at it. So and it's just usually 2 to 3 posts down. There we go. So here's the ad. People click. What's your time frame to sell? I love the seller ads. These are the 3 default questions. Curious what your home could sell for right now. Probably 20 to 30% of people say yes to that. See how my 100-point home marketing plan works for your home. Probably 20 to 30% of people say yes to this. Sometimes people say yes to both. Absolutely phenomenal. Because now, if somebody says, yes, I'm curious about what my home could sell for right now. Now, you cannot ask for a home address in a Facebook ad. You can't put it in the text. You can't put it in the lead form. If you do, you're going to get your ad turned off and may lose your ad account. You don't want to do that. The fair housing thing, I think it was, you used to be able to, but then they took that capability out. So in your follow-up, in my follow-up, I'm going to follow up and say, hey, Laura, Scott Pierce here. Thank you for clicking on the ad for our listing that just went pending in Folsom, California. I saw that you're curious about what your home could sell for right now. What's your property address? And I can get that over to you here in a little bit. 123 Main Street. Great. Okay, super. Thank you so much for that. Are there any upgrades to your home that I should know about that you've made in the last few years? Get a little bit of information. Great. Okay, I'll prepare this and I'll send it over to you. tonight, a little bit between 5 and 7 p.m. And if you have any questions, let me know. And then, of course, what am I going to, I'm not going to wait for them to call me back later. I'm going to follow up with them. Now, if they say yes to see how my 100-point home marketing plan works for your home, this is awesome. What am I going to do? If they say yes, please, I'm going to probably just send them the link to my marketing plan Flipbook. If they say yes and customize for my home, that is when we create a listing presentation for their home where we get a photo of their home. We add it into listings to leads. We create the entire listing presentation, just like you see here. That's their name on the cover. Their address is on the cover, right? Prepared for Frank Costanza at 834 Main Street, Mazarine Lane, Loomis, California. That is Frank's home on the cover. That is Frank's home all the way throughout on every page. Oh, excuse me. That is awesome. So I continue, just like the buyers, name, email, and phone number. And just like the buyers, they're going to go right to the single property website. So here we are, we're at the website, and boom. Now they can put, here they can put in their home address. So they may actually put in their home address right here. But in case they don't, in my follow-up, I will ask for that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, let's take a look at a few more. Now, I am not the biggest fan of paid ads for PDF guides. You can do it. Your cost per lead is going to be anywhere from $15 to $20. That's where it should be. Again, if you're coming in at $30, $25, $30, $35 a lead, turn it off. If I spend $20 before I even get my first lead, I'm turning it off. These are more mid-funnel. For the PDF guide, since we're here, let me just show you both buyer and seller. Highly recommend do 2 to 3 of these posts a week. Do 1 or 2 buyer posts a week, do 1 or 2 seller posts a week to your social media. I know a lot of us complain about budget. A lot of us complain, right? We're always spending money. You know what's free? Doing a short form video. This is one of the things Fabrice does. He takes our scripts and records them, and he does 3 a week minimum. Take that script, record a video, throw it into a teleprompter app, record a video, and start offering your guides on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Facebook. You should be I would send one of these, 1 buyer guide, 1 seller guide a week to my database. So again, for the ads, you can. New construction is great. Down payment assistance is great. How to sell your home in any season is great. There's some really good ones in here, but you're going to be spending $20 on average per lead. So you can see default to lead ads. The only difference is you got to add in location. That's the only difference between this one and a listing. Because for the listing, we know the city, so we can put it in there automatically. Again, this is a buyer, so I'm going to put $70. And really, I might put more because I know $70. For the buyers, your average cost per lead for a guide would be about $10. Your average cost per lead for a seller would be the 15 to 20. So knowing it's $10 per lead on average. Now I got people at $4, at $5, but that's really on the low side. So $90. Again, under advanced options, I can play with those questions, but I'll leave it alone. The PDF guides do have an autoresponder that is all set up. You don't need to do anything, and hit create ad. So the seller guides, the buyer guides all work the same. And it's going to be a Facebook lead ad, just like it was for the listing. So people are going to see the ad, they're going to click it. And just like for the listing, I can change the image, change the text. All of that is customizable. AI text. So you can see some ads there. Let's take a quick look at, now, one more thing. I'll show you this a little bit later. you can, if you got a custom PDF guide that you created for yourself, like maybe a relocation guide or something like that, you can use listings to leads to create an ad for that. So you can take advantage of our amazing platform with those custom questions, with the ease of use. You can use custom guides just like IDX to create ads. Really powerful, very cool. Landing pages, free home values, down payment assistance, new construction, iBuyer, price reduced, investors lowballing, and I can even create custom landing pages. Oh, let me go back here. I'm trying to figure out what it is I'm doing to make that happen. Okay, but how do you run an ad for these? So we'll do free home values. This would be seller leads. Average cost per seller lead for free home values is around 15 to 20 bucks. If I spend over, if I'm at 23, 24 bucks and I have not generated a seller lead off of home value, I'm going to turn it off and redo it. But again, I like pending and sold. So we see here by default, 100 homes sold in March in 2026. The highest price home to sell was 839,000. That is phenomenal. If it doesn't autofill for you, because I don't know that we got data for every single place, I would go into your AI or your MLS and just say, how many homes sold last month for the most recent available month? How many homes sold and what was the highest priced home? This is one of the best templates for home value. Why? Because it's like a little content post. People can see, oh, 100 homes sold in our area, right? Or if it's 139 or 86, whatever. And in fact, I would say 100 homes sold in Folsom, or I could say in Placer County, right? However you want to phrase that, right? March 2026, April 2026. Yeah, April 2026. And then the highest price home to sell was 839,000. That's topical. That's interesting to people, right? A lot of people are going to find that interesting. Oh, the highest price home to sell was that. Interesting. And then it gets them thinking about their home value. And so they're going to click the ad. So here, location. This is Rockland, California. And of course, Rockland is in Placer County, but I want what's in the image to be what's in the text, right? Radius 15, lifetime budget. Again, seller leads minimum 105, but knowing that the average cost per seller lead for home value is 15 to 20 bucks a day, generating one lead a day, I'd rather generate 2 leads a day, right? So if I can swing 220 bucks, I will. Otherwise, I might just go to 140. That's where pending and just sold are so great. The cost per lead on both of those are about half of the home value. Again, it's going to retarget by default. You can leave that on. And again, you can use custom audience. I can use a custom audience, but I'm going to leave those both off. I can change the questions. So advanced options. And where is why form question? I'll look at that a little bit later. Anyways, create ad. It'll be those same 3 default questions. I'll have to check where those questions are for this one. And again, get those leads to your CRM, start following up, pay attention to what the lead responds. You're going to get name, email, phone number by default. What was the default for seller? What's your time frame to sell? Are you curious about what your home could sell for right now? And would you like to see my 100-point home marketing plan for your home? Beautiful questions. Beautiful questions. In fact, one of the questions is, would you like to receive a cash offer for your home? iBuyer. This is a cash offer. Now I'm going to show you how to use a custom link in any ad. A lot of people have a cash offer not a lot of people, some people have a landing page for cash offer already. We have clients that do this where they want to use our platform, but they've already got a landing page set up for this. So let me show you how to do that. lead ad, again, location, edit the text, edit the image. I'm going to do the budget, $105 for the week. Because again, these are seller leads. And advanced options, create new form. So right there, create new form. Now, if I've got a custom landing page, check this out. Under completion, I can put my landing page right there. And that's where they're going to go to from the ad. So they're going to go right to that link right there. To change the questions, I don't know why I closed it. I didn't need to, but again, open up advanced options, create new form questions. Now check this out. I'll fix that. I'll fix this in a minute. It'll be easier for everybody to see. So what's your time frame to sell? And let me see here. Hold on. Let's go back. Marketing tools, put in the location. Again, everything is editable. It's going to be lead ad by default. And advanced options, create new form questions. So what's your time frame to sell? Curious what your home could sell for right now, but check this out. Get your home value and cash offer. I can put that on a pending. That's a great question for the pending. I think I love that one. Would you sell in the next 1 to 3 months if you got the right price? That could be a great one. I like that one a lot. See how AI can help you sell your home for faster for top dollar. I like that one a lot. Now I can't have 20 questions. I'll never get any leads. Again, minimum, or not minimum, but maximum average 4 questions you can add total. So I got now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I would look at this and just go, I would probably take off, what is your time frame to sell? Why? Because if they say, curious what your home could sell for right now, and would you sell in the next 1 to 3 months if you got the right price? If they put yes to either of those, that gives me a little bit of time indication. So I might just go and turn off what's your time frame to sell, and now you see it just disappeared. Create form. So this is so powerful to help shape your follow-up. Oh, I forgot to put location and create ad. Boom. We got a few minutes left. Laura. So give me 1 second, Laura. Your Greenville Realtors. Let's try this. Your Greenville Realtors. And I'm on my other monitor. Give me 1 second. I'm going to bring it back over. And hold on a second. Your Greenville Realtors. Copying the link. I'm going to paste it in. There we go. So this is a custom list of homes for sale at our IDX. So I feel like I've seen the site maybe, but so she already has Greenville homes under 400,000, luxury homes, investment, new construction. So this is awesome. I'm just going to use that link right there. So whatever link you've got for your IDX, that's pretty. So I'm going to copy that link in listings to leads. I'm going to go to ads, and from ads, we're going to go create Facebook. Now you can do this on Google too, but create Facebook ad, create custom. And I'm going to say Greenville under 400K IDX. So just give it a campaign name. Lead ad, traffic, or video. Lead type, buyer or seller. These are buyer. Create ad. I'm going to put in the link. Now I'm going to click fetch. That may or may not work. Different. Oh, not bad at all. But that text right here is not that compelling. So I have got, and we're going to go about 5 minutes over. I apologize for going over, but let me I've got an ad template for a custom list of homes for sale that works pretty good in a lot of different areas. And so let me just grab it. And there we go. I'm going to bring this whole link over. So this right here works great. You're just going to edit it for your niche. So right up here, delete that. And so in this case, I would say looking for a Greenville home under $400,000. Get the free list of homes under $400,000 updated every 15 minutes from the MLS. See homes with pools, with beautiful yards, right? Just you want to kind of market it, right? Kind of juice it up a little bit, get people excited. Tab below to view all homes under 400 instantly. So just change it up just where you have to, leave everything else as is. And I'm going to do location. I'm assuming that's Greenville, South Carolina. Greenville. Yeah, Greenville, South Carolina. Greenville. Do we see Greenville? Did I spell it? Oh, there we go. Perfect. Lifetime budget. I'm going to say 70. It'll go for 1 week. If you like that image, great. If you want to use something else for ads, like this is the only time I like to use Carousel. So you can upload, you can do this with all ads, but typically I only like, I click questions. In fact, I'll tell you what, form questions. So custom list of homes for sale, right? What's your time frame to buy? Desired price range. We already know all that stuff because it's a list of 400,000 or below. And maybe we put, would you like to see price reduced? Would you like to be notified when similar? I might do that. That way, because they may sign up for the IDX search at my website or they may not. I want to get their consent to actually do that. You may do it anyways, but if they say yes, it's just even better. If this was that new construction, I think she had one for new construction. Would you like me to send you current builder incentives? Awesome. But this is not new construction, so I'm not going to use it. And yeah, do you have a home to sell? What would be most helpful right now? So those are my questions for that ad. And upload image and video. Oh, I was talking earlier about the carousel with 4 to 5 images. For custom list of homes for sale, that's the only time I like carousel. And what I like to do is show different homes that, because in every area, that home that was there was pretty, nice home. But if you got the ability, why not show a few other homes as well? Because that's just going to increase the number of people that might find something that they like and then they click. Because this way, because if I do this for a listing, it almost has the opposite effect. When you do carousel for one property, they only need to see one photo they don't like and that they bounce, right? I don't like the kitchen. I don't like the backyard. I don't like the primary bedroom. It's just a photo. I don't want them to 86 it because of the photo. So for a listing, this actually has the opposite effect. But for a custom list of homes, it's the opposite. They only need to see one to go, oh, I like that home. And they click on the ad. Let me know if that makes sense or not, because that's an important kind of thing to consider. Because I see people all the time doing carousel ads for a listing. And sometimes it works. Sometimes it can be totally fine, but a lot of times it really doesn't. Again, that's one of those things I talk about with don't mess with the presets. Just leave them alone. Once you're more advanced, once you're more comfortable with getting leads at a good price and you know your baseline, then if you want to get in there and start messing around with things and editing things more, you at least know what is possible and what's normal so that if something weird happens, you can go, oh, I guess that's probably not a good idea because I was generating leads at $3.50 a lead. And now this new ad style I'm doing is coming in at $9 a lead. Maybe that was not a good idea. But if you just come out of the gate doing that, now you don't really have a good baseline. Last thing I'm going to show you in the Facebook Mastermind group, and let me bring it up in my other monitor and I will drag it over. Give me a second. Here we go. In the Facebook mastermind group, 16 listings in 2 weeks. It's right there at the top. And no, in fact, hold on one second. Let me give you a landing page I created, and you can download the PDF. The video is great. Watch the video, and I'm going to summarize it for you. But also, fill out this landing page. You will get the PDF where I took the interview. So I took the interview that we did together, and I just put it in a more of a step-by-step layout for you with some notes from me. So it's a little bit more digestible, a little bit easier to implement. The interviews are great because I can hear him talking. I can get his words and see what he's saying. The PDF is also great because now I took that interview and again, I distilled it. I organized it a little bit better. I put some extra notes to explain things where we didn't really explain it maybe as fully as we could have. What Fabrice is doing, he is marketing 3 listings a week, every single week. So what he does, and it's not just his listings. It is not just his listings. What he does, and it talks about this in the PDF, he will borrow listings from other agents because he wants to market listings that speak to his brand, that speak to his audience, that are interesting. Someone else on the call yesterday actually said he does the same thing. In fact, he said, I look at it almost like a science project. And that was like his words, right? When I look for listings, really great kitchen, really great backyard, something unique, something interesting about it. Maybe you're known for horse properties. Maybe you're known for whatever. Maybe I do once in a while, I do a super high end listing. Maybe I do an investment kind of property. I do a property that's got a great kitchen. I do a property that's got a great backyard, great door out kitchen, right? Whatever. Maybe a great curb appeal, right? And then he runs an ad. So he's running 3 ads a week. Now, because of that, he's only doing, and this is all in the PDF so fill out the landing page. All of this is in there, but I just want to share with you real quick. He does $35 to $45 per ad per week because he's got 3 going at a time. So Monday, and then he'll do another listing Wednesday and another listing Friday. Just boom. He does the social media post for all 3. This will blow up your branding, I'm telling you. For his listings, he sends the tools for the seller every Monday. I've never trained on that in my life. For 15 years, I've never trained on that. But he was like, yeah, he goes, I have a call with my sellers every Monday. We review the previous week's showings and everything like that. And before the call, I send them the social media post and the e-flyer. For his listings, he does 200 to 300 nearby homeowner letters around he mails them to the homes around the properties. He circle prospects, I think 20 a day or so, 20 to 30 a day, maybe. He sends the e-flyer. This is not IDX. This is not your MLS, right? This is not your dad's e-flyer. This is way better. Sending a list of homes for sale is fine, especially to somebody via IDX. But to really promote a listing the way he's doing it, you got to use the e-flyer. And similar to those existing home sales emails, you can just copy and paste it into your CRM. You can send it through listings to lead, just copy and paste it. Boom. He said it takes him 15 seconds. He uses the short form video scripts. So he's using these scripts. He sends it to himself, right? He clicks the send button, opens it up on his phone, copies it into a teleprompter app, records it, posts it. And he does those things right there 3 times a week. The ones for the sellers are only for his sellers, but the ad, the post, the e-flyer, and the short form video script, those 4 things he's doing 3 times a week. And it takes him like 10 to 15 minutes. Not hard. It's easy. Any questions for me before I let you all go? I would I'd like to ask you if you could to fill out the post-webinar satisfaction survey. So if you can, please click on that link, fill out the survey. Would really love to get your feedback. I want to make sure you're getting actionable ideas and takeaways that you can use to grow your business. So again, make sure we're marketing or advertising great properties and good ads. Don't mess with the presets. Turn off ads that are not performing well and rerun them. Extend the ads that are performing. Make sure in your follow-up, you're referring to their replies to those custom questions. Make sure the leads get to your CRM, and make sure you're following up. Make sure you're following up. Laura, what's your question? For sure, of course. That's what I'm here for. I am here for your questions. You want to type it in or into the section area? You're talking about for the ad? So right here, we got the ad. Change image video. Oh. To the section area. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you on our new platform or what we call current legacy? Or like when you look at your account, does it look exactly like mine or is it the more new one? Because I don't, Laura. So Laura, let me know. Or do you know if you're on like when you go to the dashboard, when you first log in, does it look like this or does it look like the tiles like 5x4 across the front? Is it new or old? That might be, looks like you. Okay, perfect. So go to, and what Laura is referring to, I'll show you what she's referring to if you're interested, because it's really pretty cool. And so what she's referring to is this. When you got a listing presentation, expired, canceled, FSBO, and automatically, every time I create a flipbook for any one of those, automatically, this populates only those statuses, right? Expired, FSBO, canceled, listing presentation. This doesn't go for just listed. It doesn't go for open house, but professional videos for your home, why your home deserves a professional property video. And I go through why is video important? 3D tours for your home. Why every home I list gets a full 3D tour. So that way, when people are going through the flipbook, right? When I send it to them via text, I send it to them via email, I door knock it, I put this in the mail. And as they go through here and they click that link or they scan the QR code or they send a text code, they're going to see this information. And it's just a lot more compelling. It's really cool. So how do you do that? And Laura, get into the mastermind group if you're not able to do this, but let me show you. Super easy. On the listings page right here, settings. And Billy, how you doing, man? Give me 1 second. Go to sections. So settings, sections, add section. And I might say, every home gets a 3D tour for free. Every home gets a 3D tour to help blah, 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 blah. And then now what I want to have happen is every time I add a listing in one of those 4 statuses, I want this to associate with it. And imagine doing, if you got area videos for your city, like you have different cities in your area, and I've got like a area video for Folsom, I got an area video for Rockland, I got an area video for Auburn. I can do the same idea. So check this out. Assign content to these listings. In fact, let's do this. I'm going to put test at the end of it so we can see. So I can say for current listings already in my account, I want to assign it. And so Granite Terrace. But I also want it to assign to future listings I add. So how do you do that? Associate this section with all new listings in city zip code. That would be for like area videos and things like that. Associate this section by status. That's what I want. And the status is expired, canceled, FSBO, listing presentation, save. Now, when we come back to that Flipbook and we click through to the property website, we should see that section called 3D Tours Test or whatever it was, right? So back here, and right, so there's my Flipbook. So I'm going through the Flipbook, just like we talked about before, and I'm like, oh, wow, this is amazing. And then I get to this, or I click on the scan the QR code. This comes up, and every home gets a 3D tour for free test. The last thing I'm going to show you related to this is it's going to throw it in at the bottom. But when I'm in the edit section for that listing, if I click sections here, I can drag it to the top. Every listing, every home gets a 3D tour for free test. I can drag that to somewhere closer to the top. And now when I refresh my single property website, it's not there anymore because it is now up here. So Laura, that's how you do it. If you have any questions, get into the mastermind group. I'll help you out there. And yeah, Billy, let me look into that. That's a great question. And welcome back. I saw you reactivated your account recently. So welcome back. Uh, Mine doesn't have the image ability. Yeah, it should. Yeah. Yeah. Again, get into the mastermind group. I'll take a look at it for you. But listings, settings, sections, add section, right? There's the image, insert image or video, or I can include a YouTube video link right there. So yeah, they're right there. I'm not expired challenge. Oh, Sophia, yeah, we're actually working on a integration with Go High Level and expired. We're building out the expired snapshots and workflows in there. And I'm excited. That's going to be an option for people down the road here. I'm hoping like we got somebody going into beta with it next week. One of our longtime clients is really into expired. So he's going to be testing it out, making sure it works really well. But yeah. Okay. Hey, yeah, Laura, awesome. Yeah. And then what you can do is when you do that, I will log into your account and I'll look into it as well. And I'll see what I can find out for you. Thank you everybody for joining me. I appreciate it. And Laura, we'll get you squared away. Sophia, thank you so much for the question. Billy, likewise as well. If you have anything else, yeah, but please get into the mastermind group, right? Any question that you've got, other people have as well. So your question will help out other people. So get in. Oh, let me show you one more thing. I think this is huge. I think this is so awesome. Social media pro tip for all of you. Roughly 65 to 70% of US households own a pet. That's a lot. That's probably one of the biggest demographics of people that all agree they love their pets. What I want you to do, get on the mailing list of the local animal shelters or kind of similar idea, right? All of you have these animal shelters in your area or some sort of thing like that. And when you get an email from them, so get on their email list, you can go sign up, get on it. This is the one list you want to get on. And when you get an email, take that email, copy the image. You don't have to save it. You can just literally right click the image in the email and then paste it into Facebook. Paste in a little bit of verbiage, right? Like for example, every week I get one to adopt, right? Adopt a cat, adopt a dog. And I right click the picture of the little beautiful cat or the gorgeous dog, paste it into Facebook. I take the link, I drop that in there as well. I put a little blurb. It's the easiest way to be a hero on social media. All right. People are going to love you, right? People that love dogs, people that love cats are going to engage with it. They're going to think you're amazing. In my area here, they're having some sort of wolf wine and dine event coming up on May 28th. So I got an email today and I want to help promote it. It's no skin off of my nose. I'm not losing anything from this, but what am I doing? I'm looking like $1 million to all of those people that have a dog or a cat. Even if you don't have a dog or a cat, you can still do this. So this is something I think all of you should be doing. So look up in your area, Find out where the animal shelter is, sign up on their email list. If they don't have an email list, just check it once a week. Just check what's going on. Boom. Yeah. So again, in our area, they send out an email every week for like adoption of the week or something, I think. And if they don't, you should tell them to do it or call them up. Hey, send me a pic of a cat that you got, or send me a picture of a dog that you're looking for a home. I want to post it to my social media. That would even be better because you're the only one making that available on social media. Just set a reminder every week, call the shelter, ask for the dog, and or maybe do both dog and cat, right? Maybe do dog on Monday, cat on Wednesday or something, right? So if they don't have it, make a note to call, ask, right? Ask them to send you a picture, right? Share your post with them, right? I would tag them. So when you're doing the post, make sure you tag the shelter because in that way, all the people following that are going to see your post. So yeah. Any questions? That's a great idea, huh? That I'm telling you, hands down, that is phenomenal. Not to be full of myself, but what can I say? Everybody, thanks so much for joining me. As always, thanks. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye bye.